Hey everyone, what a win, eh? What a win. I predicted 3-0. I predicted 3-0. I was talking to Francie, my daughter, today, and she said, what scored? As I said 3-0. I said, I predicted it on the pod, you know. And she said, I'll go along with that. 2 or 3-0. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. My man of the match, incidentally, I'd give it to I'd give it to Diaz. Diaz was never put a foot wrong. Scores a cracking goal. Scores a cracking goal, and he was superb. And of course, Sabozlai was good as well, and Gravenberch. He was good. He was really good. Gravenberch. They all played well. Every one of them. And yeah, I noticed Trent when he came off. Youssef, nice 2-0 win. Trent looked fuming when he came off, yeah. And that's why, if you've seen it, Sloot went up and he was talking to him, you know. But I don't think he pacified him. I don't think there was no need to take him off, in my opinion. No need. I know Bradley needed a run out, but there was no need to take him off. We look good on most parts and a bit nervy on a few occasions, says Youssef. And as he carries on and says, the nervy, I think, in the set pieces. Yep. TW. TW. Even a Frank, nice 3 points. Can't wait for his next son. Man, you. Should be into it. I was looking at it today and he said, we'll batter them. Honestly, I did. And I know that it's at Old Trafford. But I think we'll beat them. Thought Gravenberch was phenomenal, says Youssef. He was very good. It's the first time, you know. I'm not being funny, but it's the first time that I felt confident with him there. Honestly, he was good. Gave a few, you know, the ball that should have been lobbed up to Diaz, he would have been away, and it just fell short. But he was annoyed with himself with that pass. That would have been a fantastic thing. TW, Diaz superb. Better not let him go. I don't think they will. Steve, you never walk alone. Let's go, Tim. The Bear. Good evening, Frank. I hope you're well. Yes, after today. Absolutely. And Steve says, I felt sorry for the guy who would have won I didn't know that. If LFC won 3-0. I felt sorry for myself because I predicted 3-0. I never ever get a prediction right, you know. But I knew that we wouldn't concede. Canete's playing brilliant. Canete, got to give Sluices a thumbs up for that. And as the Bear says, 3 points, we should have battered them in the set. Yes. Yeah. Totally. And TW, I think, okay.
Bless, bro.
I'll just go to you. I'm just going to go to these last 3 comments. I think we found out exactly where we are at next Sunday, says TW. Yes. But I really believe we will beat them. I really do. Steve says, Gravenberch as a number 6 don't win you titles, but Gravenberch is okay in a number 6 against poor teams. Now that's I'm not saying it's harsh, but these are strong opinions. These people know the football. I was like that, but as I said, I felt comfortable for the first time at Gravenberch playing today. I thought he played rather well. I really do. Gralu, 247 Gralu. That was a smart move, but to sub 10 squads and the match was in hand. Bradley needs minutes for the system continuity. Yes, I agree there. Totally, but he was annoyed. He was annoyed. JK, what do you think?
I'm happy that we got 3 points and a clean sheet. Yeah, we had the game under control, and they had their little moments. What I knew they would, because I think Brentford are a good little outfit, attacking wise. They play sort of similar to us, so I knew they would do something or try to do something. But I think the defense was more steadier second half, but the defense looked okay. I think we had the quiet players in the game, but all in all, we won. That was the main thing.
Yeah. I thought that is it Gromberg or whatever his name is, Gronenberg. He has a free header. It reminds me of Jota last week against Ipswich.
Mm-hmm.
When Jota has a free header, and we'd always take that Jota to put them away. But that is it Gronberg? I forget his name anyway. But he put it wide. He put it wide to Alisson's. I think it was left. No, I don't know where it was. But anyway, that should have been in. That's in my opinion. JK in the house is
Bless Steve.
CW, even JK.
Evening, bro.
Spell his name. Pig Beanus. Great win, yeah, that's 2 ends and 2 clean sheets. That's what we want. That's what we want. But as one of the lads says, it's where we're at next week. It's where we are at next week. We've always got to throw caution to the wind. We have to. We played at home today, full house, all expected to, win. I think anyway. Albeit that a couple of people on the chat, were saying one said a 1-1 draw. Someone said a 1-1 draw. So they thought it was going to be tough, but they're just tough teams in the league. They've Scottish Bear. Stoneface Henry was in the stands. I hope someone robbed his wallet and checked below Linda's chest for the cash stash. Oh, come on.
It's too funny.
I just call him the fish. I'm a method. He's just a fish. I don't want to be cocky next week, especially with what happened last season against them. Yeah, absolutely, Yusuf. But honestly, I'm confident. I'm confident next Sunday. I really am. But we'll talk about that more next week.
I'm confident. You got to be confident before you go into a game, I don't want to be cocky. It's true what he was saying about being a little bit cocky last season, I think.
Yeah. And do you know what else? I was glad to see Nunes. I was glad to see Nunes.
Long lost Nunes, yeah, I was happy to see him as well.
You know, go on.
Getting some minutes and stuff, stretching his legs, getting to the swing of things, games are going to come quick, and we will need all these guys anyway. Darwin, Capco, even. So,
Yeah. I thought Harvey Elliott as well when he came on.
yeah, it was good to see him.
It was only like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago or whatever. And he played well. He ran everywhere. He was a menace. He just ran everywhere. And good passing on the ball, by the way. Good passing of the ball he gave. So it was made up. And Steve says Arnie took off Trent due to Trent not having a pre-season. Arnie managing Trent minutes, yeah, nicely. All players hate being taken off. What do you think of the? Did you see his face? Trent's face, though, JK.
Yeah, players are going to be. They don't want to come off when they're winning. So Kwanzaa last week, Trent this week. Who's next?
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Not a
don't
big
think
fan
no.
of.
Go on.
No, I was just going to say I'm not a big fan of players acting stroppy and stuff.
No.
Yeah, you could be peed off for coming off. Don't get me wrong, but keep it inside. Don't show the cameras nothing. You know what? Tomorrow there was something like Real Madrid could bounce because Trent was disappointed coming off. Stuff like that. So that's what the media sort of does. That's why I don't like players doing anything to sort of hinder the club, in any way.
Well, if that was to be me coming off, and being honest, I was to give a lap of body. I've got around the pitch. Going off now. See his next game. But I noticed as well, Mo, he wasn't happy either. I don't know whether you noticed that. And we're not going on about players coming off or whatever. But he wasn't pulling a face. Normally, he's always smiling. I've seen him come off. He's always smiling. But I think it's when players come off. I don't think that. I'm being honest. I don't really think that the likes of those substitutions, both Mo and Trent, needed to be. They've still got loads in them, and I mean loads. A few minutes here and there, but that's just me. That's just me. Even in JK, hope you're well, fella. That's the Scottish bear. He's gone again. Oh. And Steve, you never walk alone. Gralu, welcome. Oh, that's nice. And as Neil says, 3 points in the bag. 3 points in the bag. When I seen Carlyle come on, he was terrible. He was awful. But as I said, at the beginning, that my man of the match was undoubtedly Diaz. I thought he was brilliant today. Never gave the ball away, beating players, scored a fantastic goal. Fantastic. With his left as well. Unstoppable shot. And Neil says, I believe Trent spat his tummy out. He wasn't pleased, Neil. He wasn't pleased coming out. Some lovely football at times, but still a bit slow for me, to be honest, says Paul Bear. I think when we counter-attacked, we were quick, we were fast. when we counter-attack. And that's what I'm looking at for next week. I don't think Man United will cope with that. I really don't. IBR Stella. Because even in Frank and Panel, I think JK's gone. I think JK's back.
Yeah, you can hear me, I think.
Yeah, good. Loud and clear. I was just saying that. Who was your man of the match anyway, Jay?
Between Kanate and Diaz. I think Kanate today, solid.
Yeah, we mentioned
He kept it simple. I think sometimes, when footballers try too hard, it sort of flusters their game. Kanate looks really chilled when he played today. It was so good to see. I love centre-backs who are chilled, like Virgil. When Virgil's got the ball, something's not going to happen, bud. So Kanate today, seeing him do what he was doing, it was good to see. So I'm going to give it him or Diaz, one of the two.
Well, I gave it to Diaz because Diaz didn't put a foot wrong. He got the ball and he did exactly what we say that he does, Jay. He does exactly what we say he does.
Or what we hope he does.
Hope he does, yeah. And scored a crack.
That goal, I just had a funny feeling he's going to bang that today. I was like, he's going to score here. So it's good.
That was brilliant. And Scottish Bear, Steve says, Scottish Bear, Isak in Arnie's front line is. Agree. Paul Gravenberch slows attacks down. There you go. So I thought he did in a way.
Yeah. But I feel he took the heat out of a lot of situations.
Yeah, he did.
With his tempo. When Brentford was sort of pressing a little bit or whatever, he got there and he sort of cooled it all down. And I think that he's that type of player. He'll have his moments where he gets the ball and beats 2-3 guys, don't get me wrong. But I feel he's like the fire extreme. He's the fireman in the team. He's really calm, Really calm. Same as McAllister a little bit. I think them two guys there in the midfield are the two guys who sort out the mess and just cool it down. That's why a lot of people don't see like McAllister. He didn't get a goal or an assist or anything, but you don't realise what he does sometimes, and you need them type of guys, Like
Szoboszlai, I thought Szoboszlai was great as well.
Mm-hmm.
And chase him back. And he's got some speed in. He was chasing back.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was very good with his little deft touches. I really did.
I think this season you'll see more of that because he's an attacking type of guy. He is no defensive midfielder type of guy. He's an attacker.
Yeah,
but
he is.
I think that year he had with Klopp has given him that knowledge about defensively of what you got to do in midfield. So that's why last season I wasn't too bothered about seeing Szoboszlai attacking, getting goals, getting assists all the time. I wasn't really bothered because I was thinking this guy's going to learn something from Klopp about being an engine in that machine, And you see today the more attacking side to his game because there's more space and time for him to do that.
Yeah, he was filling in those spaces. He was getting into those spaces, wasn't he? He really was getting in and, chasing back. And he's got some speed. He really has got some speed then. He chased that boot, I don't know.
Mbubu, yeah.
Yeah, them as well.
Yeah. What I liked about him is when he lost the ball, the midfielders are ready to win it back if they lose the ball or whatever pass it is, I like that in the team. You made a mistake, sort it out, go on. And Szoboszlai did that a few times.
He did because he did chase back. He chased that fella on the wing. He chased him right down. So I was made up with that. I really was. Steve says, Kanate was on beast mode today. My man of the match.
Yeah, for me as well, probably. You know.
Yeah. Dino says, all right, Frank, I'm on holiday in Ishmael. Oh,
Okay.
Ishmael. And he says, watch the game in the LFC Sports Bar. So I can't watch tonight, unfortunately. You just popped up on my faces, so I thought I'd say hello, thank you. Thank you, mate. Thought the Reds played some cracking footy there. Promising start. Up the Reds. I'll enjoy your time in Ishmael, or Ishmael, or wherever you want to. I was there last year. Ishmael. I didn't like it, to be honest. Jota will soon get injured, so Nunes will soon be getting start, says IBR Stella. Oh. And Steve says, IBR, welcome. Darryl Merry, even a Frank and JK.
Bless Darryl, hope you are, bro.
And Steve says, Darryl in Darrow. And he says, Diaz was sublime today. He was. He certainly was, Darryl. He certainly was. But I don't think anyone played bad. Any of them.
No, not really.
They all did the job.
Yeah.
And the Bear says, we don't have a good record at Old Trafford. I'm not too confident next week. They show up at the Piccadilly. Yeah.
I was thinking this, Frank, about sometimes I feel United and their fans want it more than us fans. Like their team, like the way they're extra loud on that game. I don't care. Even if they're like mid-table or whatever, they're still gonna for that game, they're gonna go for it, you know. So I hope next week we just sort that out.
Well, I was just looking today, and the way we were breaking forward, and it was so quick. And that's when I was thinking, Man United won't be able to cope with this type of football. That's what I was thinking. I hate stroppy players. They act like spoiled children sometimes.
Bang on. Yeah. They're like trophy players. No, not for me.
Yeah. And they were today, some of them. What do you think of the referee today?
Oh, Atwell. Yo. Oh, forget it. Just the name, as soon as I say the name, you know, I'm like, he's always been a referee when Brentford have beaten us.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard that stat, I'm like, yo, this guy here. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his now.
No, neither am I. And Steve says, Robbo can't score in a bottle. Should have got one today. He should have done it. He had two glorious chances.
But he played all right, Robertson, I feel. Better than last week.
No, well, this is what we were saying, wasn't it? You know, no one played bad. But he did, you know, two chances he had. Should have scored at least one of them. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
And the Bear says, good to see you, fella, to Darryl. Hey, boys, says Darryl. Scottish says, don't be Ucan players. That's cut off contract last year. We don't want to piss. I was thinking of that, you know, Bear. I really was. Was you thinking on the same lines as me? Because he was pissed off. He was.
Yeah.
As I said, though, JK, he had loads to give. It's not that he was like looking tired or anything. And the ballsy that he's given today.
Whoa.
Go, Wes, what's your take?
He had that like free roll sort of today. He was on the left wing. You know, this guy don't care, man. Like, fair play to him. But he looked his most dangerous when he's on the right wing sort of position. But how many minutes? What minute was it that he came off? Do you know?
I think it was like 10 minutes to go. Or
Yeah, for
something.
me that's something like that. It wasn't like a lot, you know. So for me,
No.
he should have just chilled, give Bradley a run out, you know. I don't know.
But what about what the Bear says? Don't be you can players off.
No.
The players who have only got a contract that's a year to go. We don't want to piss them off. I agree with you. I agree. And
Okay.
he's still, but you've got to understand, yeah, he's still, as a cob on after Klopp went up to the stands to talk to him. And to me, it was like, who the fuck are you talking to me? Honestly, and giving me excuses. You could see it. The body language, everything. That's just
For
me,
me,
though.
yeah, but for me, you shouldn't be doing that.
No, he
You know?
shouldn't. No,
Yeah.
he shouldn't. He shouldn't. But that's Trent. You know what I mean? In the second half, for about 10 minutes, Brentford's were walking through our midfield. That's a worry. I was worried about them. I was worrying about them scoring. Those little stupid, sneaky goals that were so apt last season. It was always there. We were always worrying right through last season, the season before, leaking the goals. This is why I still say it, no matter how, well Gravenberch plays well today, no matter how good he was, I still say that we need a number 6. I really do. But looks like we're going to get nothing. Dear brother, there's no way Trent was taken off performance related. No. He was actually my man of the match, playing some sick balls. Gapco looked very busy when he came on also. Yeah.
Trent was
Agreed.
amazing. Wow.
Mutterstadt.
He's
You never
not.
walk alone. Oh, that's nice. Thank
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you. And everyone, I don't know what they means. Everyone, anyway. See what I mean? Everyone on the live chat, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, please. Oh, Franco, thank you. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. But yeah, the subscribers went up by 3, 4. I was amazed up at that, because it's just been stuck and people are subscribing. It's just been stuck at a certain total. Steve, you never, yes, the Scottish Bear. Diaz, my man of the match, Frank. Yeah. Same as me. Same as me. And even Zarrell says it. Even Zarrell says it. And Steve says, Mutterstadt, welcome. Mutterstadt. George Seth. Oh yeah, lads, I think it's a great thing when players look unhappy being subbed. I am happy we can win games with no jeopardy. If we could have more of the same, I would take that. I think though, there was a couple of things really. I don't, I don't know about you, Jay. There were a couple of nervy incidents, especially the set pieces. What's your take? Was there any
Yeah,
nervy?
like I was saying, Brentford, good team. Um, they play good football sometimes as well. I watched the game last week. Was it Palace? They
Mm,
beat them. Um, so it's gonna happen in games. You can't control a game. Like look, Ipswich scored a goal against Man City yesterday, winning 1-0. You know what I mean? Things happen. That we didn't let a goal in today and nor last week, so no need to worry about it. I do believe that we had phases of the game where in the midfield we gave them too much space. That was the only sort of downside of the game I could say, where we gave them too much of the ball sometimes. Like the control of the game for about 5, 6, 7 minutes. Just had the ball most of the time and that. I wanted to be a little bit more snappier in getting that ball back quicker, not let them like get a phase of the game and draw.
yeah. And let's not forget, you've only got a bumper player under down because I thought Robertson, when he went in against in the area, that Mbappe, Bappo, whatever his bloody name is, Mubo, he went down, but he was just offside. His foot was offside. I thought that was a penalty, to be honest. I just went, oh no, that would give them a lift. IBR says, Canate hates the Trent inverted role and likes a compact back four. That's what he says about Canate. And much stuff. Love your show, guys. Thank you. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Really appreciate it. Can you press the like now and subscribe? The bear says, Robbo better today.
Yeah.
He was better today than he was against Ipswich. Give you that. Trent's passing range is off the scale, says Paul Burke. Absolutely, Paul. Absolutely. I think this
But
is why. I don't know. I think this is why he was unhappy at coming off. See, if if you know your own play is contributing to the game, to secure a win, you would be a little bit, offish, if you like, coming off. But as you said, you shouldn't show it.
yeah.
Shouldn't show it. Not to the world anyway. But then again, this is what people like to see. All the actions of players coming off. Some players you see relieved, other players like the other fella today, Trent, just didn't like being taken off. And Steve to IBR, ref, Trent no longer inverts. You are right. Kanate then can concentrate on his own game. Don't have to worry about covering Trent position on the counter attack. But that's what he does, and that's what he does best. I thought he was superb today. Was Kanate. Mo Salah played well again. Mo Salah.
He did. He got his goal.
Yeah.
He played good today, so.
But it's another record, yeah. He's just gone past Robbie Fowler. Think about it. Another record. He's a phenomenon. He's a phenomenon. That's what he is in a red shirt for us. He's unbelievable.
And you look at our front three today. Diaz got a goal. Salah got a goal. Jota got an assist.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. We don't need to say nothing about their games. They did what they got to do, you know.
That's why the telly I was watching, they gave Salah the man of the match thing because of his goal and because of his assist. That goal was brilliant, you know. That goal was really good. Dino says, Neil Broderick managing his minutes, lad. That's all. He never had a full pre-season. That's a very good answer, I'm being honest. It really is, because he didn't. Paul Burke, Dominic fella, best game for a while. Can't spell his name. Zabozlai, Paul. Yeah. I thought he played rather well, Michelle. I thought he was great, to be honest. I thought he was great. Charlie Wood. Hello, Frank, JK. Hiya, Charlie. Hiya,
Hi, Charlie.
Stevie says, Mac did his babysitting job next to Gravenberg today. That's a cracker, that, perfectly. I see what I mean. He just played his football, McAllister. Didn't he? He just played it.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean. How can I put it? He just got on with the game without, any fancy things or anything. And his distribution of the ball was superb. There's a couple that went astray, but he was superb again. Hit those thumbs up, you lazy people in that live chat. Say, Steve. You lazy people. The goal Salah nearly scored was like, I thought I was watching Strictly, says Charlie Wood. If that would have gone in, that would have been. Would have been a goal of the century, Charlie, says Paul Bay. And Charlie says it's United's cup final, to be honest. That's next week.
Mm-hmm.
Steve says, Frank JK, if I was Klopp, I would play counter-attack against United. Sit deep and hit them on the break with Mo, Jota, Diaz, Dom, pace with Trent and McAllister. Passing ability.
I'll go with that tactic.
It's good, that. Cracking comment. That is a cracking comment. And Steve says, Frank JK, rumours out of London is Gomez swapped deal with Lavia. I want your take on that.
No, not for me. Injury record wise, what's he? He's a great injury wise. Not for me.
No, neither for me. I'm afraid. And, we didn't want to come to Liverpool, so the spin went. So let him stay in London in the under-21s or wherever he plays, because he doesn't get any games, does he, for Chelsea? Nah, leave him. I hope not. Rather have Joe here. And I don't want Lavia, says Yusuf. He's a sick no player, always injured.
Yeah.
There you go. Sums up very nicely from Yusuf. Brian Slot. I wonder if he can come on. I wonder if he can. Anyway, Slot as to manage key players' time. We better find a centre-back in the waning days of the window. Kanate is a China doll, and the green Kwanzaa makes me a little nervous.
Okay.
Ooh, what do you think of that comment?
I just feel like between the two of them, Kwanzaa and Kanate, they can partner whoever, they can partner Virgil and get a job done. So out of them two guys there, you know, Virgil's a star, 100%. So who are you going to put him with? It's either one of them two guys. Kwanzaa for me, very good, but I don't really want to see him making a lot of mistakes. Like he's made a few, don't get me wrong, but I just want him to be a bit better than what he's been. I think he's been great, but I just feel like has he got a mistake in him sometimes? You know, because he's youthful. He's only like 19, 20. So, but for me, Kanate, little less. Look, today was the best I've seen Kanate play in a long time.
Yeah, he was brilliant. Yeah.
Even last week, he played pretty well against Ipswich when he came on. But for me, one of them two guys is enough for partnering Virgil.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, as you said, he came on last week, and I think he's come out. He came out last week against Ipswich, and he must have said, "I'm going to prove once and for all, you know, what I can do." And I think the same again today, because one of the lads on chat made him as the man of the match. Made him as man of the match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I think, you know, when you've had a bit of time out this first 11, like Konate has, he's looked at Kwanzaa and thinking, you know what, this guy's going to take my position. I can't stop. I can't do. I've got to keep it proper, good now. You know, no messing around. And like the last two displays by Konate, what I want to see in him.
Well, what about this comment here? And it's from Steve, and he's talking to Youssef. Chelsea ready to offer, that is Chilwell, Sterling, Colwell to LFC. Chelsea need to sell players. If we sell Gomez, get Colwell. Go ahead.
No, don't really want any of them. Really, Colwell maybe, if you're going to go that way.
Yeah. See, do you know when people say, like, what you just said there, Jay? Maybe, you know, Colwell, maybe. That doesn't mean it's giving you any confidence.
Yeah.
It's
So I don't really look at them in that way. When they offering us them, I'm like, Last season maybe there was like, oh, Liverpool fans want Colwell. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, let's get him. But if I had to choose one out of them three guys, it'll be him.
Yeah.
Chilwell always injured. Sterling always wants too much money. Colwell he can become a good player if he wanted to.
Exactly. I go along with what you said there, but it's everybody's reaction when you're first told, as you said, you know, maybe, because if it's a great player, you know, you can name players, and you go, yeah, get it, be great
Definitely,
together. Yeah. That's your first reaction to a player. Yeah. But when anyone says, you know, maybe, or you know, picking one out of three, because like yourself, like myself, like all the chat, you know, you never see the names up, do you? The likes of Chilwell, Sterling, or Colwell, because they can leave. You never hear anyone on the chat, especially our chat, saying, "Oh yeah, you know, do you think we should go after their Colwell? I think he's great," or Sterling, "Oh, coming back here," or Chilwell. No, he could have come here, Chilwell, by the way, a few years ago, but he refused to come. He stayed down. He wanted to go to Chelsea, so let him stay with bloody Chelsea. TW, I thought it was a big mistake by Slot going over to Trent. Should have left him to get over it in his own time. I agree with you there, T. I totally agree with you. It's like going over to appease him. This is why I took you off. He doesn't need to say that to
You don't need to say nothing. No.
He doesn't need to say anything to any player. Why they
Yep.
brought. I always remember as a very young lad when I had different coloured hair, and I always remember Roger Hunt. Roger Hunt. That substitutions only came about then, and there was only one sub anyway. And he got subbed, and he took his shirt off and threw it at the feet. Well, he used to be in the dug in then. Just and he was fuming. Roger Hunt. So it's gone on for many years getting subbed. But there are some times when there's no need to be subbed. Anyway, Yusuf again is commenting on Steve's chat. I'm not particularly convinced with Carlyle, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it'll happen myself. That's me being personal. Arnold could coach players to move the ball around faster, play for one or two touch of footy more consistently, play with the higher tempo and periods, on going to win games in 60, 65 minutes. There you go. Robbo's getting very hands-on in his old age. It'll cost him cautions or words, say songs 4K.
No, he's always been a little bit like that, I think.
I think songs 4K is spot on, because he is slowing down. He gave a terrible ball today when he normally the cross-field balls that he used to give a couple of seasons ago. That put us in jeopardy. Someone mentioned jeopardy before, and that did put us in jeopardy because they were away. And Steve says, as he goes on, Gomez goes, Colwell comes in, we keep a homegrown quota. Don't get me wrong, Colwell is good. He is good, but
very injury prone, very.
Yeah, and there's better players out there. It's one of them for me. If we sign him, I'd just go. That's it. Not like
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the way of it.
And the thing is, he wanted to go to Chelsea before he wanted to come to Liverpool. Sterling wanted to leave Liverpool to go to Man City. Colwell is the only one out of the three we can't really say anything about him. You know what I mean? So there you go.
Steve says, Frank, JK, Henry brought his war chest to Scotland. The 68 million super yacht. I think this is a crack. Most salad is one of your 5 a day. Isn't that a cracker?
Another good one.
I couldn't believe it. When he scores and the commentators say, well, there's another record gone. I couldn't believe it. Robbie Fowler. Bypassed them. Think about it. That lad is phenomenal.
He is.
The Bear. Frank, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I have to take the bits out. I'm getting my telly fixed, and it's a lad. He came last. I don't know when he came. I don't know whether it was Saturday or Monday. I'm not quite so sure. No, a week ago. Yeah, a week ago. Last Friday. last Friday. And he came, and he had a look. I said, do you know what you do? And he said, oh yeah. He said, I fix TVs. I said, okay. He said, I'll have to bring it away, because he was trying, like, getting the dog, picked. So anyway, he brought it away. And no news from him. He said, I'll be in touch with you. He said, I'll be in touch with you. He said, I should be ready by Saturday. This is like yesterday, should have been ready. If not before. So I said, okay, yeah, great. Gave me the price, so I got the money out. Well, I didn't, Francine did. Got the money out for me. Anyway, no sign of him. So I rang him this morning. I said, where's me telly? Thought it'd be ready yesterday or Friday. And he said, I have to send to China for a part because it's a Chinese make. Well, I don't mind Chinese make. I think they're brilliant to be up, but mine broke. It's only a couple of years old. But anyway, he has to send it to China. So we got into a little, like a political debate. I said, is there any sanctions on China yet? Are we allowed to send over to China for parts? Just allowed. But we've got to wait for that now, all the way to China. And JK, says Steve, I heard you was a great guest on Folsey channel.
Yeah, it was good. Top lad.
Who was that? You?
Yeah, who else, bro?
Who else?
Yeah, Fozzie. With Fozzie, yeah.
He's great, Foz. Great lad. After the to do I'll stop it. Anyway, George said, my thoughts on not minding players being unhappy at going off stems from my belief that they want to stay on. It's the ones who are not asked, I think. Yeah, they just come off. But, I think the likes of Jota and Diaz, they knew they'd done their job. So, and they knew that the likes of Nunes needed minutes. Excuse me, I've got the bloody hiccups. Needed minutes. So, you know what I mean? I don't think that they, come off, okay. But it's strange. It's a strange one, actually, about being taken off salt. It was good, Steve. Folsey is a fella, really likeable lad. Yeah, isn't that nice? He's the Scottish Bear. About lads who come on here sometimes. Salah is hitting 200 league goals if he stays 2 more seasons. 200. Songs for 4 says. Songs for. The trick with Szoboszlai is remembering it's S before the Z twice. There you go. So remember, Paul, when you're actually doing his name, just put an S and a B, and it might come up for you. I can't even get my name around that. I'd love him at Anfield. Plays for Napoli. Right wing. Incredible play. His last, part of his last name is Shearer. That's what, so I just call him Shearer. And Steve says, hey, Scottish Bear, that was quick. Putting the bins out, that is. Chris Mr. Burns just came over to make sure his puppet coach toes the line, but it's still Jurgen's team, though. Best wishes, Frank and chat. Thank you, Chris. Chris will be out for the night in Montenegro, where he lives. Where he lives. And KP, extraction is only possible in groups of 5. Can you make that out? Jay?
No.
Yeah, 5.
Oh, okay. The bear. I'd not been yet, Steve. Just going out with the channel. He hasn't put the pen out yet. Look at his wife saying, "Get us out there, you Jimmy." Equilibrium has been laid out for all those to see, says the KP. Yes. Well, I think I don't think we can only play one-dimensional football, if that's what you mean. We can only play one-dimensional football. I don't think there's a plan B for Annie. He just likes to attack constantly. And, we've done that in the past with Jurgen, and players have become tired. Just flag at the end. And especially, he likes playing with 17 players in a squad, unless he's going to rotate all the time, to give players a rest, like Trent today, like Jota and Diaz. See what I mean? So it depends. I thought Semikas should have come up. He was doing all these things. And Scottish Bear, take your iPad or tablet with Steve says. And best wishes and ta-ta, says Chris. Goodbye, Chris. Have a good night. Have a good Saturday night, celebrating the win. Charlie Woods. I'd sooner have Gomez anyway. I would, Charlie. I would. Selection is underway. Equilibrium has been laid out for all to see.
Okay.
Did I just mention that? Do we actually sign anyone as it looks doubtful, says IBR?
I think one. I just feel we've got to buy one player at least, It has to happen this week. We've got rid of 3. You've got to get 1 in.
Not even going down there because if say anything, we'll all be called negative again. I think we still should bring 2 in. Never mind 1. I'm being honest. And KP says the gateway will shortly be available. The gateway. What gateway? Is that? Can you understand that? Is he talking to anyone? The songs. I mean, KP. The gateway will shortly be available.
What's that mean?
Go on. I'm sorry.
I was just saying. What's that mean?
Unless he's talking about January, if things start to go a little pear-shaped. I don't know what the lad meant. Unless he's not at 12, surely. As I say, Ebu's strong defensively. Quansar's better bringing the ball out. Says songs for. Okay. Songs for. Yeah. Do you know what? I agree with that. He's a beast. Canetta. He's a beast. Scottish Bear, says Steve. Henry has a 60 million yacht moored in Aberdeen. Get up there and help him find his wallet so he can buy some players this month. 64 million. We can manage the club as well as FSG if we sell 4 to buy 2. And keep the profit for Global Dread supporters, not for them. P.S. Jarrell is a better player than Ebu. That's what Chris says. That's what he says. The fake moon will signal the gateway, says.
Okay.
There you go. So we know what he's up to. We need 7 more thumbs up to equal live chat number. Hit them thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. I can't keep counting, you say, I'm a bloody clue. To equal the live chat number. It's a shame that, you know, and there's people on there, sometimes they just don't bother. Anyway, Brentford targeted Virgil in the air. Didn't even want to mess with Ebu, who won 4 out of 4 in the air, say Songs.
Solid.
He was solid. I think he has I know this may sound mad, but I thought Virgil has an easy game. It seemed Conate was doing all the work, but as you said before, you know, about, or was it someone that with Trent, you know, moving it over to the other and going, whatever he was doing, it gave Conate more things to do, like cover.
Mm-hmm. True, you know.
Extraction is now underway. Safety and good. I've got to have an extraction. And Frank Roger was a striker. He certainly was. He certainly was. And this is, I've always said this though, Steve. Honestly, I've always said that people forget, I don't, that Mo is a winger, not a striker. That's how powerful he is. And the Bear says, just remember, Frank, Lavia wanted to come to Liverpool. FSG wouldn't give Klopp the money to buy. Didn't he refuse that, JK? Didn't he?
You know what, Frank? In the football world, no one knows exactly what goes on. So for me, the bigger picture being, we didn't put no money in to get a player. You know, we ended up getting Endo. Yeah. So for me, that's the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he wanted to come or if he didn't want to come, or we weren't willing to pay the fee. Yeah.
I've always said, JK, you know, it's always spin that comes out of the owner's mouth. And then you get some fans saying, well, it's not up to the owners. Of course it's up to the bloody owners. Of course it is. Of course it is. If anyone can't see that, well, don't watch football. Watch it, but don't have any comments to make like that. The Bear says, that's me back, Steve. 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Putting the bin on. You should join the Olympics, the next Olympics, because the next Olympics have, you know, bin putter outers. Gold, silver, bronze. who can put the bin out quick. To do that. So, Norman, even if Frank, back from the game, and I noticed that John Hendry and his wife were standing constantly looking at the Anfield Road stand because they opened the hospitality today. He was just staring at it. Yeah, it's not finished. It's still not finished. He can stare at it all as he can stare at it as much as he likes. It's still not finished. I wondered if he was pointing out the cladding to his wife, Lindsay. Look at the cladding there, then. Well, it's still not finished, you know. Do you think the fans will know that it's not finished? The brickwork outside on some of the windows is shocking. Absolutely shocking. I watched the drones. And I mean, shocking. Norman, that's all he did was look at the Anfield Road stand. He is not here for transfer, of course. Of course he isn't. Of course he isn't. Henry looking at the Anfield Road stand, look at all those empty seats, making him no money. Henry pissed off. He was happy when they filled upstairs. Yeah, would be. I was made up when they full house. But not really, because they still got to put more bloody seats in. It's pathetic. The same names are on the score sheet again. Well, that's what JK, we both agreed that, with the transfers, and I said we don't need forwards because our players, our lads who are forwards, no matter who they are, can score against anybody. It's just as long as we keep a clean sheet. That's all. So we don't need forwards. That's just me, though. Frank JK, what's your opinion on Jan Molby's comments? Jay?
What did he say exactly? Do you know, Frank?
I haven't a clue.
Okay.
I haven't a clue.
Let us know what he said to you.
He might have been talking about us, Who do you think that Frank and that JK is? Who do you think they are?
Yeah.
Might be saying it about you because he knows me.
No, he's heard good things about me. He's heard good things. I like Jan Molby though. Now as a player,
brilliant. Yeah,
he was wicked. Yeah.
Fantastic. It's strange the way you get to know these fellas, and they're dead down to earth. There's a couple who are there pricks, but he's one of the down to earth lads. He's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's really nice. So I don't know what he said actually, Steve. I haven't a clue. Unless he said they need to buy.
Well, Virgil and Alisson in the last week sort of been saying things, about the contracts or getting players in, Virgil wants to play with a team or a squad that's capable of winning the Premier League title. It isn't just the manager he wants that, you know what I mean? It's the players as well, you know what I mean? They want to be the best. So they want to get the best players playing with them, when Virgil and Alisson know that they need probably a number 6, come on. Like, who else needs to say it? Because them two guys play behind them, the number 6.
Well, he said it though, didn't he, Virgil? Before I think the pre-season was just about starting. Yeah. And he said we need players. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what the Virg said. No, he's the captain of the club. He's captain of the team. One of the stalwarts, still out of this world,
the best.
course he is. And he said, didn't he? You know, we need players. It's all right us saying we need players, but the likes of him says we need players. But you're going to get, I'm not saying other players or pundits saying that we don't need players because Liverpool are doing all right. I look at the injuries. I look at them. Imagine this, Jay. I'm not tempting fate. I'm really not. Imagine this. Virgil and Cornetto getting injured. And Ali. I know Kelleher, was great. But, you're talking world-class players.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Charlie says, I got told I was a racist last year because I couldn't pronounce one of the players' name. Exactly. Yeah, it's becoming pathetic.
Yeah.
That's the wokeness. That is the wokeness. So, if you can't pronounce an Italian name properly, are you a racist? I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I do. It's pathetic.
Yeah, but these are the like when you're making a curry or a dinner, these are all the ingredients to get a civil war going around the world. Just a few weeks ago, there was a riot in every city in England.
Yeah.
Why? Because what happened, it had nothing to do with religion. It was just one guy. It was one guy who decided to do that. And what happened, the whole country sort of, and the media people, salt and pepper and everything, it's like, when a human's going to learn? Do not listen to what the media says. You turn the news on. The news is a daily, hourly reminder of how you should behave or how they want you to behave.
It's controlled. There's a fella named Zubov, and he's just been arrested in France because of this channel called Telegram, and it's free speech.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh, you want to see the charges? He definitely made up charges. What's that lad's name? Who lived in? I don't know whether he's still there. Tate, is it? Andrew Tate. Oh, that was shocking, that. But you know who own Romania? America, NATO. America owned them, so they tried to get him. It's shocking what they do. And he got arrested. Julian Assange could go on and on and on. Go on and on and on. But anyway,
but I feel most of these people are actors. They just put there just for the masses to look at them and spend hours talking about these people. Like, who gives a fuck what what's that guy Morgan, the Arsenal fan guy, says?
Yeah,
Piers Morgan. The guy's a joke. His main mission. He don't give two fucks about anyone. He cares about his own ass. And I'm sick and tired of these humans. Like, then you got Robinson, lad, and Farage, another one. These people do not care about you. Why are you following what they're saying? Come on. You got Jesus. Jesus will tell you to do better things than these guys are going to do. These guys want you to have a civil war. End of story. That's all they want to do.
Chat, JK is on fire. He swore.
I'm on fire today. Yeah. Because I've noticed, Frank, over the last months, these names are always coming up. Why? Because that's their job. They're getting paid to do that. To start a war between the colours, between the religions, between whoever. They don't care, and it's about time.
I was called a racist, and that was on Facebook, by the way. And what it was, I always remember the picture of a man. I don't know where he was from. I think he was from Bulgaria or Albania or somewhere like that. And he has hold of a child crossing in a dinghy. Right, crossing in a dinghy. Crossing. He could have been. He could have been from Syria, Afghanistan, and I was saying Albania, for example. And because he was swarthy. And here's what I said. I said, what kinds of a father puts his little baby, his little son, 2 years of age, this lad, in danger of crossing very dangerous waters? I was called an air racist because I said that. So you've got to be careful what you say. And that was last year. That was this year. I don't know, when I was on Facebook. And that was it. So you can get called everything.
Mad.
It is mad.
Mad world. It's embarrassing, actually, when you really look at it, of how dumbed down the nations have been. It's just like a lot of distractions in the world. Soap operas, sports. There's a lot of things that keep your mind off your problems. And I feel that's why they push a lot of Netflix, they push a lot of Prime TV and all these companies. So you're filling your head up with a lot of crap as well,
Yeah.
Then you got the food situation about what's in the foods and stuff, So it's a big book about the things you shouldn't do and do, you know what I mean?
And the jabs, but that's another thing. That's
Another film.
That's another film. Yeah. Liverpool always
made us talk about these these problems.
Yeah. Well, this is it. I had a good show the other night about the issues of what's current affairs, what's going on in the world. Anyway, Liverpool are always better when the opposition come out and try to play. Yes, would.
Bang on.
And Steve, Frank, JK, what's your opinion on Becker's statement he wants to retire at Liverpool? FSG can't sell him.
I hope he does retire with us.
So do I. But we've said that before, haven't we, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
We said that before. We want Virgil to end his career here. And no.
Yeah, all of them.
I'll tell you another thing about it. I think experience showed as well. Do you? Because they were all together. They were all bunched up. Mm-hmm. If you know what I mean. All the experience that we've gained over last season.
Yeah. Like for me, like you got Alisson and Virgil at the back, even Trent and Robertson. When you look at them, like when I see the defense for today, for example, it was like the prime Klopp defense when he was in charge of us. That was it today. Robertson, Trent, Virgil, Konate, Alisson in goal. Swap Konate for Matip, for example. But that was the base of Jurgen Klopp's defence, right there.
It's the base of the success.
Yeah.
Base of success, that.
Yeah. So it was good. It was good to see.
Yeah, it was made up. And as the songs for Kay says, I hope Slot continues to rest and rotate the squad so everyone's in contention to play. What do you think?
There's enough games. Yeah, there's enough games. This is early on in Slot's career at Liverpool, so he's going to pick his best team because he wants to get wins under his belt.
He's got to have the others playing. That's why we said before, Jay, I was glad to see Nunes on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And he was caught offside again with his head up. But I think he frightens teams, to be honest. But the point is with Suarez, he was in the right place at the right time. He picks spaces, doesn't he?
That's where the best strikers are. Haaland, not fast, Not
Yeah.
skillful, but that guy can read the game better than anyone. He knows where that ball's going to go, and that's why he's the best.
Well, as the Redbird says, 3 points, clean sheet. Let's enjoy the win. I was impressed by our recovery rate. Yeah, we were
Bless
talking
Redbird.
before Redbird. We really were, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you listen to Blue Nose Carrot? No, no.
You know, Kara, he said something. He always drops comments like Brentford were great on in set pieces last season, and just like little comments like that he will make. You know, I'm thinking, what are you even saying that for? Like, we don't want to even hear that. You know.
No, no, no. See, I think they tried. It was like Danny Murphy when he started first, being a pundit,
Mm-hmm.
pundit, and punting all Liverpool. He was trying to like dismiss things,
Mm-hmm.
He was just trying to dismiss. Say like today, Mo Salah got on the telly. That is not just off me. Mo Salah saying Mo Salah got man of the match. Now he'd be Danny Murphy picking holes in his play.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he was doing all the time.
Yeah, but I think they do that because the BBC isn't a Liverpool favourite, you know. So I think if they want to be accepted in the media world, these guys, the players, you know, how do you do that? Be anti-Liverpool. You'd be pushed right to the top. You know what I mean? Why is Gary Neville and Carragher at the top? Carragher's an Everton fan, even though he gave his heart to Liverpool and soul. Like he put a shift in. But him and Neville are not Liverpool fans. That's why they're there. You know?
But Charlie says, I don't think anyone will come in unless Mello is available. Yeah, he is available, actually.
Arthur, hello. Not Mello. Arthur, hello again.
Hello. Hello,
Again.
Mello. Ian Mash says, spot on, Redbird. Trent needs to cheer up. We won, for fuck's sake. He's been away with England and came back late to pre-season. What's his problem?
Lyrics, Ian. It's spot on. Spot on. That's what we were on about, Ian, that we don't like sulky players. And for me, I don't want to see my manager going over to him and sort of chatting to him as well. Do that after the game, you know, or whatever. Klopp would have a laugh on his face. You know, Klopp, he would just laugh, if you know what I mean. If that sort of situation, I think it happened once with Salah, only once. And yeah, that's the way you handle it. You don't do it there and then on the camera, you know.
No. Well, there's Steve. He says, Frank JK, did you listen to the Blue Nose Carrot comments today about FSG not signing a player? Carrot said FSG are planning on making signings next summer.
Oh, great. I knew that anyway. Realistically, I knew that.
But that's absolutely. What if everything goes pear-shaped? KP nuts. I like them. Oh, that's KP. I used to love nuts myself. I can't eat them now. And I love bounties. I used to love bounties. Can't eat bloody them either because of coconut.
Okay. And my dad's favourite bounty.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
Steve says 24 in the live chat. 24 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody in the live chat. Drinks on JK.
No problem. No problem.
Oh, yeah, we can't go wrong with this fella. Frankie and chat, drink these.
Bless Anfield, bro.
And JK, yeah, they're for you as well.
For me. Okay, sorted. Even though I don't drink.
Yeah, look at that. They're all in the house, says Steve. Another win, Raw. Happy days. They had all the beers coming out. All the beer. Um, Steve says, the pub kept me too long tonight. Yeah. See, being in the pub, drinking down all his beers, the Anfield Road. Yeah, look, he's even throwing us over to the Red Bird. Yeah, look. Lavia and Casino chose money over Liverpool, the Red Bird says.
Simple
And
as.
that's why, you know, I said before, Red Bird, I don't want Lavia here. Buttons to swap. Buttons to swap here, Joe. And him. Nah,
Never.
no, don't want that. And Steve says Frank JK Stadium was like a funeral service today. Little or no noise. FSG have turned too many fans into customers. There is a customer. Yeah.
You know what? There was phases where it was so quiet. I just don't understand that. Like, where are them football fans gone? Who, as soon as I'm at the game, I'm singing. You know, cheering, whatever. You know, but you got to keep the atmosphere electric. And I feel
Yes.
sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes.
No. No, we don't. No. No. See, we've got different ideas of why it's quiet. There's lots and lots.
I,
You know,
I
when
also
I
believe. I'll quickly say something. What it was, football in the old days was men used to work after work, go for a pint, and go to the game. And it was full of men shouting, whistling, doing whatever. And what's happened? Football's become more of a family thing. More fans, more customers for the businessmen who run football. That's why the family's been invited.
but it's
And what
corporate.
you're gonna get kids. You're gonna get kids and mothers who are not really gonna be shouting and singing the whole game. Of course, there's a few. Don't get me wrong, but in general, they're going to be lot quieter to the 80s, 90s Liverpool fans. You know, or the
No,
70s.
I honestly, I understand that. But one of the main problems is corporate. And I
Yeah, as
go
well.
back to when I brought my granddaughter, Sophia, and we were watching the Southampton game, Cup game, and I was shouting, whatever I was shouting. And Sophia turned around to me for the stop and she said, Granddad. I said, what? She said, what are you shouting for? I said, because that's what you do when you're in here. You know, you shout at the referee and you shout at their players, you know. And she said, but no one else around here is shouting. And that was in the main, the main stand, the new stand. And I've been
Hmm.
in there many times. And I mean many times. And it's the same. They're all corporate people. And when you look over, um, you know, you see these faces and they've got all the Liverpool gear on, if you know what I mean. They've just
Hmm.
been the shop because they're the day clippers. And that's why it goes quiet. And I've said this all along. I've said it for many a year. The only time that we get fantastic atmosphere is during Europe because the
Yeah.
coaches can't do anything. They can't, Liverpool, Scousers just go out and buy the tickets or get tickets or whatever, and they go to match. That's why it's fantastic atmosphere because they're all Scousers who can't normally get to a Premiership game. That's true, that. I've said that all along. The Anfield Road looking solid and attacking threat. Gravenberg was good again. And the first 11 was good. Luis Diaz was excellent. And I'm no fan of his, says the Redbird, says the Anfield Road. Yeah, I said he was my man of the match, to be honest, Raw. That's it. That's it. And, they're all talking to one another. The Anfield Road. They tried, That's shutting the car. That's shutting. What was comments? Anyway, Richard Hutchinson. Hi Frank, JK and chat. How are you all doing? Like, comment, share, subscribe. LFC2 versus Brentford. We need some players. We need investment. FSG out. Free Palestine. End hate. End racism. You'll never walk alone. How about that? That's not bad, is it? And he says, next game, Man United. Absolute. Away. And the Anfield are. Songs. Yeah. I think his work rate is great. Sometimes he messes up attacks, but today he was great and should have had 2 assists if Jota at the back of the net. So Diaz was very good. As I said, Anfield, he was my man of the match. Never put a foot wrong. He really didn't. And Steve says, Mulvey said, fans have every right to panic with no signings. He wants Hughes to do his job. That is, not just sell them. Buy players also. Whoa, that's a strong statement there, isn't it? Coming from Big Yan. It's gone again.
Yep, exactly. Of course fans are going to panic. That's what the fans wait for. They wait for that transfer market, that's the beauty of football. Like, fans loving seeing new players coming in. We're going to make them better, But like, this is a real funny one where we have done no business, not 1p, not 1 cent, and we've got over 60 million come in. Yeah, about 63, 65 million we've got in. So that money's there to buy that player if they're going to do it money ball style. They sold 3 to get the 1. That lad from Zubimendi, he would have cost, how much was he? 52 million. So they would have covered his cost anyway then, and made a profit. Mad.
Yusuf, I don't think we'll get as many injuries as we usually got, under Klopp. We're not as full throttle under Slot. I think that's a good comment as well.
What it is, it's everyone's different. With that guy from Arsenal still there, isn't he? That? The physio.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is. What's his name?
Are you sure it's Arsenal or West Ham?
No, he came from Arsenal because what happened when he was at Arsenal, them players were getting injured all the time. And then he left and came to us, and he got like that with us. He's still there. I thought he was going to leave when Klopp left as well.
Yeah.
I was actually waiting for him to leave, Yeah, but every coach is probably different. Like, what Klopp was like? He's 100 miles per hour, So you're going to get injuries. That's the way the manager is. That's what happens to the squad.
Of course. Diaz Jota combined so well for the goal. Diaz's run across Jota created an angle for Jota to send him through, says the Songs. Absolutely. It was a cracking ball by the Jota. And he just went on. Fantastic counter-attack. Fantastic. That was from a corner. Their corner. Steve, you never want to know.
Yeah.
Go on.
Now, that was the counter-attacking, like we used to do it back in the days, It was good to see. Yeah, back in the days. Not so many years ago, but that's the way to play football. I think we actually played some good moves today. There was a move where McAllister tried to play the ball to Salah in the box. That was the final move, part of the move. If that went in there, that was proper.
Someone said on the chat that would have been goal of the century because it was unbelievable football.
Proper football.
Unbelievable. It was just all one touch and movement. Absolutely brilliant. Pity. And the Anfield says, Mulvey said that, wow, even his losing losing is, in my opinion. You know, the Anfield Road. You have to be prepared, lads. You say that they may not let me in the pub. Oh, we're going on about pubs now. Oh, Darryl says, "Night, boys. Miss you all. You'll never walk alone." Good night, Darryl.
Night, Darryl.
I thought he went, to be honest. And the Anfield says, "Darryl, you all right, lad?" Paul Darryl can't be happy. You know, he just can't be. What happened? Songs for the Tates are just bogeymen, puppets controlled by organised crime and state agency. Yeah. If they want you out the way, anyone, and I'm talking to CIA, FBI, I'm just saying that. I don't want to get into it. Nothing's out for you. The atmosphere today was like anticipating a poor spell of play, or this attitude of, "Go on then, show us something." It's a brilliant comment. That. Go on, show us something, show us what you've got. Yeah. Yeah. And he carries on by saying, "Solid mobile, I'm giving it to the hierarchy, but I'm starting to come around to the fact we do need some bodies in the door, and Elliott as Mo's backup. I'm not keen on that option, neither am I. And we said it, Anfield, we said this at the beginning, that we still need players, still need at least two. Said it all along, and I'm not going back on it. Really, I'm not. As soon as Liverpool went 2-0 up, Slot wanted to see Elliott, Gapco and Bradley. Cheer up, Trent. In brackets, says Songs for the Anfield. Trent coming off at 75 minutes. I'm not surprised he wasn't pleased. He is like our, he's like our Stevie J. I thought Szoboszlai may come off for Elliott and Bradley for Gravenberch. When Trent came off, I knew he'd be mad. There you go. Yes, Szoboszlai and McAllister played right through, didn't he? Right through the game. TalkSport pundits want to wind people up on the phone at premium rate, says Songs for. Gravenberch was my man of the match. He should have got, he should have got at the last game as well. I said that he plays well, you know. I said I was more confident with him today than I've ever been. He played that good. He played that well. Really. But, you know, you just pick your man of the match, don't you? You all have different opinions. Oh, yes, Grav looked like a new player. Did Darwin come on? Oh, I must have missed that. Too many corporate fans at Anfield. The posh fans don't sing, it says the Redbird. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said. Songs. Terrace culture was made by groups of young men, for better or worse sometimes. Now it's a family or corporate day out. I think it's both. They encourage families. They encourage families. And corporate, lots of corporate. As I said, and I'll say it again, when I said to Francine, the three of us will go to a match. Me, you and Sophia, the little granddaughter, against Crystal Palace last season. You know, we got beat. And it would have cost me if I was brought here and my granddaughter Sophia and myself, obviously, £3,060 it would have cost me. That's your corporate. And whoever, you know, those seats were taken. Those seats were taken. So someone bought them. I wouldn't buy them. Redbirds, I'm glad my boy Robbo's as well, and people can lay off him for another week. Says the Anfield rule. My boy Robbo. He missed 2 sitters. Is that good enough? He missed 2 sitters, bro. Too many recording the game on. Yeah, I noticed that. When Diaz scored, you see them in the stands, you know, with the phones up, recording like that. I keep getting told, is it old there, Charlie? I keep getting told, what are you shouting for? They can't hear you on the telly. Midweek CL and Cup games are more inconvenient for day trippers. That's it, songs they are, because that's why you get such great atmosphere at the games. The European games, CL games. It's unbelievable. From the weekend games at Anfield. It's surprising who's got season tickets, you know. It really is. Raw, it won't last, you know. What the toxic fans are like. You're right there, Edbert. You know, you're right. I agree with what you said to the Anfield. And Redbird says, Free Israel, Hamas sent dozens of rockets to Israel last night. It's not one-way thing that many believe. But Hamas and all terrorists, free the world. Absolutely. Yeah, free us from America. They're the biggest terrorists, causing wars everywhere. But don't you think that, you know, look how many people have been killed by Israel? And don't forget the October the 7th, all the things coming out, it's all being debunked about babies and everything else. And look at the rape that's been going on in jails to the Hamas people, not the Hamas, the Palestinians. That flag is for Palestinians. Set them free. Set them free. That's what that's for. Not Hamas. It's like me voting for the Tories. They had a Tory flag up there. And I certainly wouldn't put an Israel flag up there. But that's me. I thought that cursed doctor went to Man United. Yeah, Youssef. That doctor.
And they're still there.
Yeah, you know, I thought that cursed isn't it? Doctor went to Man United. Whether he's there or not, I just haven't a clue. Did we still not get rid of him, says Youssef. That's the doctor. Trent looked so pissed off when Slot was simply saving his legs, says Ian McCartney. There you go. There you go. I think that's a very good point. And he was. You see, if you're a Scouser and you're young and you're playing great, and he was playing great, you know, you can't deny that. And you're dragged off in front of your own fans. I think you've got to take that as well. I think you've got to try and empathise with Trent. I really do. Got to empathise with him because he was soaking. But Slot should never ever have gone up to him in the stands. What for? What for? Why should he go up to big mistake. That could come back to haunt him. Big
No, he
mistake.
shouldn't have done that.
And as one of the lads said, you don't start yanking them off when they're like talking to them and everything else after they're yanking them off. If you've only got a year on the contract, what if he just turns around and says, no, I don't want to sign the contract, I want away. Think about that. LFC, Doc went to United. That clown, Chris Morgan, still here. He can't even get a job in casualty on BBC. He's a fraud. Says Steve. There you go.
I thought it was Morgan. Yeah.
Liverpool needs a left-sided centre-back and a DM. Damn right, that's what I've been saying all along. But that's all I've been saying it all along. And cover for Mo on the right side. 3 players. I wanted that Sheila from Napoli. I wanted it. He's fantastic. I watched Serie A. I'll be watching it later. Absolutely amazing. Amazing play. Be great for us. Good understudy for Mo. Gordon for Diaz. No thanks. No, don't even joke about that, please. Diaz was great. Great today. FSG sign a quality left back, number 6 striker this month, and wins the title, says Steve. There you go. And James says, Roy Keane called them the prawn cracker brigade. Yeah, he did. He did. Prasad Kumar. Hi. Hi, Prasad. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, fella. Watch the game. Watch the game, not your phone. Exactly. James. Exactly. The song. Corporate prices are eye-watering. A paper round used to cover the price of it. Yeah. Yeah. Jones should be sold. He's had the chances and injured again. Is he?
First I've heard.
Go away, he's injured. How? I would have sold Jones and kept Bobby Clough. Oh, that's shocking. That.
I said Jones, it's a very important season for Jones.
Yeah,
it's make or break for him.
But he's injured.
I haven't heard that from anywhere yet, so I need to find out. But if he's saying that, so
right. Steve says, Frank, biggest terrorist organisation in the world is the American government. Yeah, go along with that. And its Western allies. That is UK, France, Germany. Excuse me. Yeah, 100% there, Steve. You want to tune in to me? Well, it was the other night. Trent might be pissed off because he hasn't been offered a new contract yet. And Trent was showing frustration, says the Scottish bear. Have you got a take on that? You know, I think that's a cracking comment.
He looked happy throughout the game, though.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
Why hasn't? As I said, look, we've said all along, JK and ourselves. I've said all along, if Trent and Ali, not Ali, yeah, Ali, it's Ali as well, isn't it? And Ali and Verge get 3, contracts, new contracts. If they get them, it'll be 3 new signings, and that's how the press will put it over, especially LFC press. They'll put it. Oh, Isn't it in there, isn't it like 3 new signings? Oh, yeah, so, yeah, certainly is, It's like 3 new signings, it's great. And that pisses me off. Question for Frank, the Anfield Road. And JK, on a scale of 1 to 10, how mad will you be if no one comes through the door before the window? And what's impressed you, you two, so far with the salute? Yeah, I'll go mad on the scale. It'll have to be an 8 for me. JK, what's your on a scale of 1 to 10? If no one comes through the door.
10, because they sort of pre-plan it. So for me, they don't care really in that way. So they deserve a 10, And on the other one, the thing about Slot, look, man, I didn't like the way Slot came into the club, the way he says, I'm going to be the new Liverpool manager. I didn't like him talking to Trent today. He just left him to it. He didn't really need to say anything about Kwanzaa getting subbed off last week. Stuff like that. Like, for me, someone needs to sit down with him and tell him, I've had to play that role a little bit better. Yeah, it's all right being honest, but we look at the world we live in. You can't be honest in this world. People can take you for a joke. So sometimes it's better to say nothing. Yeah. But for Slot, like I don't know. The players are looking to play for him. Like the pre-season games, all the lads were up. Like they're all playing like pretty fast. They're up for the games. The last 2 games we played, we looked pretty good. Not great, not great. Pretty good. Okay, because Brentford today had a few phases where they control the ball quite a lot. Ipswich not really. Maybe in that first half, just about it. But for me, Slot, him not saying what's impressed you? Anfield Raw should have asked. Name me the list of things that you don't like about Slot and what he's done so far, instead of what's impressed us. I'm not really impressed with him yet, if you understand my point. He seems an okay guy. I don't know if he laughs and jokes, but when he does his interviews and stuff, he seems pretty sort of chilled. But just for me, he has to watch what he says, because like the British media will twist that. I think he was asked the question, do we need anyone? And he's like, yeah, my job is to, like about the contract situations about the 3 guys. He says my concentration is like keeping them guys focused on their job sort of thing. No news about the contracts, nothing. So yeah, I think he's proper told what to do and say. Not like Jurgen. Jurgen would have been like, "Nah, man, do one." That's why Edwards left.
Yeah. Well, my take on him, it's too early to say. He's done okay so far. And I thought you were going to touch on it when he said, there's a couple of things. He only likes to play with 17 in the squad. And I've got a, when he was only asked during the week about players coming in, no players. He said, well, I'm happy with the squad I have. Didn't like that.
No, me. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm happy with the squad. He don't really want to be saying, no, I'm not happy with this squad, sort of disrespectful thing. So, yeah, him saying I'm happy with the squad is just to say I'm happy with the squad. I bet he knows. I bet he knows about 3 players he would love to have.
All he had to say was, we just have to see, if there's anyone available, because he came out and said that before. He was criticised because people put a list of players. When we never got Zubamendi, a big list of players came out. From that Varela, from and other players. You know what I mean? Yeah. Andre even, his name came about. So, it's just so. As far as I'm concerned, he's done all right. He's done all right, but that's it. That's it with me. All right. I hope it answers your question. I'm field. And the Scottish says FSG have offered Trent a new deal that don't match his market value deal. Oof. So he has been offered something and it's been refused. Yeah. Well, a lad, he can even spell it. I can't even say it. Not the spelling challenge. Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, him. That lad. Like follow Napoli. Because of my granddad. Supported Italian. And but he also supports Inter. Because Inter are like us, Inter are like Liverpool. I mean, the way they look at Inter in Italy and the way they look at Liverpool, we're just like them. Now I've got Italian friends. That's what they say to you. Juve are like the Man United. The Man United is the Man City now. Shahzad Smith, what a name that is. It's like from the Arabian Nights, isn't it? Shahzad. Hey, the story of the Arabian Nights. And the genie in the bottle. Okay. Good evening, Frank and JK. Did you see Azim from Born and Red podcast at the match? Asked John Henry about signing. He blanked him. Well, I shook hands. I don't know whether you're aware of it, but I shook hands with John Henry. He got beat by Arsenal. I was on LFC TV at the time. I was with in St. John. And we were in the bar and grill, Brunswick Street. And it was only me and him there, the Saints and some other fella. He didn't know him. Anyway, John Henry he came in. And the Saints said, "It's John Henry over there." I turned and it was it. I'm Wayne. Wayne? All right, Wayne. You're all right there, lad. So anyway, I walked over to him. Mr. Henry, put my hands out, shook me hand. It was like a wet fish. Handshake. And I said, "We just got beat by Tottenham. Gareth Bale scored a blind." And I said, "We need players." And he said, "Everything is in hand." And I knew that he was saying that everything wasn't in hand. Still waiting. Yeah, got beat at Anfield 2-0 by the Tottenham. Frank JK Jones got a groin strain in training. Thank you, Steve. Didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
And the groin strain, JK Jones, Weetabix. I always remember Matip was like that. He was like that. He was injured every other weekend. Steve, you never walk alone unless you is gonna let Trent gonna have a go on Henry's wife. Stop it. What? Them contracts, Joe made you look and get. Joe made you look and get. You can't get any better than that. Joe made you. The green man. The green man made you. Shahzad. Also, the start of Super Sunday, Jamie Carragher and Redknapp saying Liverpool don't need signings. Why media don't call FSG out? We call them out. Us here, Shazad. We call them out. If there's any like non-subscribers, can you not subscribe to us, please? So get the algorithm up there and the likes as well. Yes, I heard Joe's got injured. Coleman is just Joe, but yes, he got injured in training. And Steve says Jones was made out of crisp. Shazad. If Trent wants to leave, let's get the money this week. We need players. I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't trust. No, we need Trent. We need a scouser in the team. But I understand what you're saying. But I wouldn't trust this lot. If a load of money came, there's a load of money now. There's a load of money now. And for the likes of Varela, we could easily get him. We could easily get that lad from an easy. It's easy to get him. Andre and someone else for the amount of money we've got. Inacio. I like Inacio. We need players who care about the badge and teammates, not himself. No, you're right there, but you've got to empathise. He's a scouser. He was playing great. He was great all through the game, and he's full of beans anyway. He still had loads to give. He wouldn't have got tired, and he's brought up. So I think you've got to have some empathy. To be honest, but it's all this lovely thing is all about opinions. Really, it's all about opinions. No matter if it's football or anything else, it's all about opinions. 3 new contracts, says James M.K. will be our new signing. You can hear the FSG washing machine working already. Absolutely. Absolutely. You think people are soft, and we're far from being soft. Honestly. And Shazad said, should give Elliot a chance. When we first came on, we was talking about Elliot. He played great when he came on. For his cameo. He really did play well. He just ran everywhere. Didn't put a foot wrong. Songs 4K. Yes, Slot had to respond to the media coverage of Quansar Collins. He'll have to learn their games. It took, See, Jurgen Klopp, he couldn't give a about the press, that. Cool. But if you want to stay on the right side of the press, you've got to be nice to them. Klopp wasn't. Couldn't give it because he knew that he was doing the job on the field. Rumours think we need new modern stadium. Anfield lost its atmosphere. Shazad says, do you think we need a new modern stadium? It's not even finished.
Nah, keep the one we got.
Yeah. Yep. I think that it'll be the same, to be honest, Shazad. It'll be the same, no matter what. The only way to stop, this negative atmosphere, shall we say, is take all the corporate away and sell the tickets, not at corporate prices. to the likes of ordinary fans, Liverpool fans, from Liverpool. Because we mentioned before, the European nights are totally different from Premier League games because of all the corporate and the day trippers. That's the only way for the atmosphere to change. We need customers in the stadium to go back to being fans, and the noise will come back, says Steve. Answering Shazad. It's nothing to do with the stadium, it's the people in the stadium make the atmosphere, says James. Absolutely. I'll just finish the Alley Road stand-up. The player that I'm surprised we hadn't had a look at is Owen Beck. He played for Dundee last season and he was brilliant. Rangers and Celtic both won him. He has a bloodline, Ian Rush nephew to boot. Oh, I didn't know that. What about the lad who plays for Celtic? A lad named O'Reilly. He's brilliant as well. I don't think that one. I'm honest. Do you think watching Euro this season, the Premier matches, tempo, like Italian football and Spanish football, really slow and boring, says Scherzer? I follow Serie A, and Italian football's gone down the really, and I follow the Azzurri as well. I support the Azzurri. I don't support England. I've always supported the Azzurri, Italy. Always. Italiano squadra. Always have to. Let me have a go on it. Oh, God. You're right, I am Persian. Shahzad Smith. That's a nice Persian name, isn't it, Smith? Very good, Shahzad. The Arabian Nights are with us. Lovely. Shahzad, what a name. Love that name. And Ali Danush, all the way from Romania. Good evening. Good evening, Ali. I bet you're made up after today. James, Henry talks like Andy Warhol. Very cold man. He would be too cold for an Eskimo's house. Yeah, he wouldn't melt the house, would he? He wouldn't melt it. Trouble is, Liverpool have left any incomings right up to against the deadline. A poor negotiation position. So who's to blame? You can't blame the Sloot, because the Sloot was told when he took the job, you won't have any say in transfers. So it's up to Edwards, and it's up to not just Edwards, but also Ward. Why is Ward being brought back? And Hughes. What's he been doing? He was more interested in getting this Machiavelli, whatever his name is, and lending him to Bournemouth. Do more for Bournemouth and for us. You can't make these things up. Shaw says, I agree with you. We need scousers in the team. Trent looks like he wants Real Madrid. I don't know so much, but he would go. If Real Madrid came in for him and they put a load of money in it, FSG would sell him like that. And he'd go. He would go. because everyone wants to play for Carlyle. Everyone. Please like and subscribe. Great content from Frank and JK. Great content. Oh, thanks, Shahzad.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, lovely.
Thank you so much.
Lovely.
Lovely. Shahzad Smith. See, we could have had, like, Alibaba Smith, couldn't we? Wouldn't sound right, was it, really?
Sounds like a company, though.
Sinbad Smith. It just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it sounds right. No.
Alibaba Shahzad. That sounds better, doesn't it? I love the Arabian Nights. Great tales. Fantastic. The curved swords, the flying carpets. Wow. Thank you there, Shahzad. Matt O'Reilly gone to go away. Has he? Didn't know that. They haven't lost a match yet, have they? Brighton. What about the waiting list for Anfield? We could easily have 80,000 like Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid and Barcelona at their stadium redeveloped. We could make more revenue. Shahzad said it all the time. I've said it all the time. I've said everything like that. And what I mean, what I mean by that, when you're looking at the new Annie Road stand, why didn't he round it up into the Sir Kenny stand? I hate calling him Sir, the Kenny Dalglish stand, and into the main stand. Just rounded it up, because you would have got quite a number of, a few thousand more. But you've got to, like, the likes of the Cop needs to be lifted up. And so does the Kenny Dalglish. That's just me, though. Frank Matt O'Reilly from Celtic, young baller, he's joined Brighton. Shahzad, Italian football was great in the 80s on Channel 4. Yeah, I still stream. I'm always watching it on Channel 4. Loved it. Every Sunday. But I stream it anyway. Shahzad. My son supports LFC. Good. My little granddaughter does. And she sings Mo Salad running down the wing. Mo Salad, Mo Salad. She's mad at me. She listens to me now. Granddad, I say Mo Salah now. Brighton's recruitment is good, is so good. Edward should have recruited their sporting director. But we've got Bournemouth one, haven't we? You. Fans would fill 150k seats at LFC. Absolutely. Why don't you go for young South American talent like Premier Team? I don't buy in the excuse of work, but always the same. We always make excuses. Load of bollocks. And that lovely terminology is not in the Arabian Nights tales. Shahzad. My late husband was English. He died from lung cancer. 18. Oh, thank you, Shahzad. So yeah, are you going to be with us, Shahzad, forevermore, on the LFC channel? If you are, welcome. And if you're, if you understand Italian, benvenuto. Benvenuto. Shahzad. I knew that was a female name, you know. It's so like exotic, isn't it? You know, the name Shahzad. Brighton are spending money, songs for, says James NK. Liverpool are signing no one. Our team is like the newsstands. Bricks missing, windowsills missing, cladding missing as well. That's what it's just unbelievable what's missing. FSG are missing their checkbooks. Shocking. Yes. And on that wonderful note, it's been great today, or this evening, I don't know what it is. Yes. It's 9:20. We've been on since 7 o'clock. JK's fell asleep. And Redbird and, everybody else have to run around the chippy now. You have to run around the chippy. For the supper. What am I going to have for me? I'm going to throw a pizza in the oven. A pizza. A pizza. And, that's nice now. Shahzad Smith from Songs. God bless your late husband. And IBR Stella. We all say that as well, Songs. I'd say Shahzad. Fantastic show, says IBR Stella. Thank you. Thank you. And great stuff, Frank and JK. Roll on next pod. I've got my history show tomorrow, but I've got the.
Thanks, CW.
We've got. When are we back on Tuesday?
Yeah.
48 hours time. Oh, that's great. And wonderful. Enjoy your pizza, Frank. Throw FSG in the oven. Throw them in the oven instead. Why not? Why not? And it's just for me to say, JK, thank you so much.
No, you're welcome, bro. 2 wins out of 2.
Yeah. 4
Dublin.
goals, 4. And say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the Redbirds and the others.
Yeah, thank you for the chat. They're all good guys, man.
I feel what I'm saying. None against. 4-4. 4-4. Anyway, thank you, Frank and JK, for having us. Good night to all. Say Songs for K.
Thanks, Songs for K.
Thank you so much. And on that wonderful note, and Frank, JK, with FSG selling, loaning, and releasing players, do you think they are streamlining the books to put LFC for sale? I don't know. You know. Shahzad. Grazie mille. Cara mia, Shahzad. Cara mia. That's lovely, Shahzad. Thank you. And great chat, lads, says Steve. Great chat. And Shahzad, Bene. Oh, that's good, Dan. So she says. Thank you. Bene grazie. Bene grazie. Cara mia. I hope so, Man United away. First big test of the season, says Songs for 4K. Yes, that's what we were saying at the beginning. I'm confident. I'm really confident. Really. So, JK, see you Tuesday.
Okay, we'll do that.
And we'll see what happens. I don't know. We could bring in 4 players, couldn't we? Rabiot alone, you know, three. Quick question, Frank and JK. Would you take 1 season relegation for FSG to sell LFC? And then LFC win the title in 3 years?
Nah.
I just want them gone. But I understand, Steve, what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. The kids' holiday merchants. Remember that November 2 years ago when they said we're selling the club, and I said at the time, they're not selling the club. They're not selling the club because the January window's coming up and we desperately needed players. And I said, they'll come out in the February and say, oh, we're not selling it now, so that they wouldn't buy players. I was absolutely spot on. I was absolutely spot on. But anyway, I'll see you later, Jay. Okay, mate.
Take care.
To our chat, thank you so much. Love you all. I really do. Up the Reds. See you.